I made a table. And this is no normal table. This is an LED infinity mirror table. And it's not as complicated as my last project, but what really makes this special is the fact that it's my first project I've taken past the prototype stage, because this is a functional art piece. It looks amazing, it's durable, it's waterproof, and don't worry, you can still bounce a ball on it. It acts just like a normal table. So, how is it made? Let's go and start with the cap. It's designed so the top is removable. That way it's easier to manufacture, and also that way we can transport it a lot easier when we want to use the table. Keep the base separate, and we can avoid problems in the future. Now, it's a pretty simple construction. It's just some 2x4s, some plywood, some acrylic sheets on top, and then some standoffs also. And now the way this table works is pretty simple. There's just a mirror film on the bottom, on top of the plywood. That way the lights can bounce down on top, and then the acrylic also has one-way mirror film. This way the light stays inside, bouncing around, creating a mirror illusion. Meanwhile, light can still pass into the top, meaning that we can also see the illusion. So then it's time to go ahead and cut out all the wood, including the pockets for the LEDs and the plywood. Then went ahead and did a little dry fit with the acrylic, and you can start to see it take some shape. Now it's just time for the LEDs. Now, I do absolutely hate the look of undiffused LEDs, so I went ahead and I cut out some frosted acrylic into some strips to fit over the LEDs, which then I can just glue in place with a little bit of clear caulk. And so on just the test run, you can kind of see that the LEDs are working, they're being diffused by the acrylic, and then went ahead and put them on the table. It's starting to look really good. So went ahead and finished that all up, put down the mirror film, and put it all together, and bam, it's looking really good. There's one problem: the acrylic is sagging. So I did expect this to happen. The plan was to always have standoffs underneath the plastic, keep it from sagging. The question was, what is the best way to make those standoffs, right? What would look best with the way that the LEDs, so that it can reflect correctly and it really makes the table look as bright and as nice as possible. So the question was, do we want acrylic? Do we want clear, frosted? Do we want wood? You know, the shapes we want, orientation, things like that. So me and my friends, we experimented a little bit with different materials to see what worked best. Plus, we also didn't want to break the bank, right? Plastic's really expensive, so we saw where we could cut a few corners just in case, make this thing still look good, but keep it relatively within budget. So what we ended up settling on was a frosted layer of acrylic on the bottom, plus wood on top. Our school does have a CNC router as well as a laser cutter, which I took full advantage of, and we went ahead and cut out all these stencils, which we then went ahead and painted white, just to reflect the lights a little bit more. Then went ahead and added LEDs to the center of the table, wiring them up from inside, soldering them, and that way we could get light just everywhere, get it to refract as much as possible, really make the table glow. And it's done. Everything runs off a portable charger plugged into an Arduino duct tape to the bottom of the table, and it looks great. So that's about it. I believe this is the largest infinity mirror table I have seen made so far, and it has been put in action at a few parties. I really wish I got a few videos of that, but I promise you it's been battle tested. People have jostled into it plenty. Lots of water has been spilt on this table, and it is still running and working great. I've had a great time making this project. It's been really fun. I've loved seeing it come together, and thank you guys for watching.